her Spanish sister, and Romero, her Spanish son. They were preparing an Italian dinner. They were waiting for Myra to tell them when to start the dinner. As I headed upstairs, I thought to myself, it's my 10th wedding anniversary, and I can't believe I love my wife so much. Myra was putting on the perfume I bought her for Christmas. I purposely buy it because it drives me crazy. I tapped on her door. Tap, tap, tap. She opens it. I hand her a glass of champagne and I make a toast to the most beautiful wife a man ever had in the most 10 wonderful years. She toasts to the best man in the best 10 years a beautiful wife ever had. We drink. We kiss. We toast again to the loveliest skin that has never aged in 10 wonderful years. She toasts to the gentlest hands that ever touched the loveliest skin that has never aged in 10 wonderful years. We drink. We kiss. We toast. We drink. We kiss. We toast. By 7 o'clock, the bottle's finished. My wife is sloshed and I'm completely toasted. And then I smell the perfume. The perfume I can never resist. I love my wife in that moment with as much passion and ardor as the night we were first newlyweds. I tell you this, not with embarrassment, but with pride and joy for a love that goes stronger and longer lasting as each new day passes. We lay there spent, naked in each other's arms, complete in our own happiness. It's now 7 o'clock and it's dark outside. Suddenly, a gentle knock at our door. Knock, knock, knock. The door opens and a strange young man looks down at us with a knife in his hands. Myra screams, "Eep!" I jump up and rush with a gun in my drawer. Myra grabs the towel and shields herself. I rush back in with a pistol, ready to save my wife's life. The strange young man says in Spanish, "Loquito, se da un enchilada porque se quito minuto." But I don't speak Spanish, and I never saw Rosita's son Romero before, and I didn't know the knife was to cut up the salad, and he was just asking, should I heat up the dinner now? So I aim my gun at him, Myra pulls my arm and shoots me in the earlobe. Suddenly, Rosita's son Romero runs downstairs. He saw Rosita and Ramona. Mamaceta, mamaceta, mira que el hombre que loco, mira que el hombre que loco, que bang, bang! The crazy man took a shot at him! So Rosita, Ramona, and Romero leave in a huff. Myra grabs a bathrobe and runs downstairs to stop Rosita, Ramona, and Romero from leaving. Or we'll have no dinner. But they leave in the Alfa Romeo.
Wow.
It's dark outside, and I hear the guests arriving, and I think somebody's stealing my beautiful old Mercedes, so I take another shot at them. Myra runs downstairs to the basement where we keep the cedar chest. She was looking for the dress she wore for Bonds for Israel, but she can't find the light, trips down the stairs, and passes out in the dark. Then I run downstairs looking for Myra, notice the basement door's open, and afraid the strange young man is coming back, so I lock the door, not knowing Myra's still down there. Then I run upstairs to get some aspirin because my earlobe is killing me from the hole in it. But the blood on my fingers gets in my eyes, and by mistake I take 4 Valium instead. I hear the guests downstairs, and I want to tell them to look for Myra, but suddenly I can't speak from the Valium. And I'm bleeding all over the white rug. So I start to write a note explaining what happened, but it looks like gibberish, and I don't want them to think it was a suicide, and I don't want them to call the police. And my friend Glenn Cooper's coming, and it will be very bad for his campaign to get mixed up with a suicide. So I tore up the note and flushed it down the toilet. Flush! Just as they walk in, they're yelling at me, "What happened? What happened?" But before I can tell them what happened, I pass out on the rug, and that's the whole goddamn story, just as sure as my name is Charlie Brock!